Come on, Twitch. Behave now.
Twitch is like, no.
Show me the... There it is. Haha. Ah, right. This is where I actually get to talk about something about the game. In a second.
Just turn this off. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Stream Batman Arkham Asylum. Marek's not dying tonight, so we can actually continue from where we left off.
Still a little heavy-headed, but I should be Batman enough.
Okay. Now, I believe what we were doing is we need to head to... Yeah, we need to head to the Botanical Gardens.
Head back to the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, and then once we clear out Poison Ivy and stop her from causing chaos here, we should be able to go after the rest of the collectibles. So.
Correct. Because I don't think it railroads you at any point. Except for here.
You will pay, Batman, for hurting my babies.
What were you walking on? Ah, Joker teeth.
When I finish with Batman, I'll be coming after you, Joker.
Will you really? Oh, that's gratitude, isn't it? Women. You give them presents, experimental chemicals, and nice coffee, and they still turn on you. Well, good luck to you, Toots. I know a city-sized dope.
Oh! Sniper, sniper, sniper. I was wondering what the hell that was.
Come and find me when you're done with that brain. Ooh, it'll be fun.
Yeah, they don't pull any more punches.
He seems pretty calm, despite the fact that he was just shooting me a minute ago.
Also, I love Joker taunting Ivy, even though she basically has the entire island under her control.
Yep.
That's just the Joker. He does not give a shit.
I mean, considering how he treats Harley, you really think he cares what a woman thinks of him?
Considering how he treats all of his minions.
He had a bead on me for a second there. That's very, very close. And my stream is acting up. Twitch, what the hell are you doing? Okay, hang on. The Twitch app's being stupid. It's not loading chat for whatever reason. So if anybody's talking, I can't see it.
I haven't seen anybody talk yet.
There we go. Now the chat's working. Now, okay, he's going that way. Are you going to look over this way? I don't think you are. So...
Just a couple of years.
I think he saw me. Like, just barely saw me.
Yeah, that was a sightline. Thankfully, they don't give chase often.
Well, he's a sniper as well. Kinda not in his nature to do, chasing. I'm gonna try and wait for him to path back the other way, so he's got his back to me. Come on, go the other way, buddy. So while we're waiting here, there's stuff you wanted to discuss.
Yes, okay, so... let's go over a couple of D-list villains. These are villains that most of you will probably never have heard of and will never hear about again. First one is Crazy Quilt. Crazy Quilt is sad. Crazy Quilt was a dude who went blind there's no explanation entirely of how he went blind. But then he got his vision back. No real explanation of how, but it is stated that when he got his vision back, his vision came back weird. And he saw a specific wavelength of color no one else could see. And it drove him crazy. So he donned a Technicolor polka dotted cape, and he attempted to drain all color from Gotham. Yeah, he tried to steal color.
Good luck with that, buddy.
He then went blind again, fighting Nightwing. Let's see. Pirate-themed bad guy who only stole pennies. He only stole pennies. He also tried to kill Batman with a giant penny.
I believe I've actually heard of that one. That's the Penny Plunderer, right?
Yes, that is the Penny Plunderer. Now, the Penny Plunderer has been erased from history, but they kept the penny in the Batcave, the giant penny, but they attributed it to Two-Face.
Which makes sense. He's got the heads or tails motif.
Yes. Let's see. We have a couple of other kind of, not quite D-list villains, but smaller time villains. Usually out of Batman the Brave and the Bold. Lesser known Batman villains. Let's see if I can't find at least a list. Yes. Condiment King.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
Are you telling me that Batman once battled a guy themed around ketchup?
All condiments.
Now, is that just sauces, or does that include spices as well, like salt?
That's just sauces. Looks like mainly ketchup, mustard, mayo, hot sauce packets.
What did he do? Like, blind people with capsicum?
Jamming it into their mouth.
Unpleasant,
It's
but...
capsaicin, by the way.
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin. Thank you for that pronunciation correction.
I know things.
Hey, just be happy you got one over on a grammar Nazi.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I think there's another tooth up here.
Oh, here's one of my favorites. I don't think there's a reference to him in this. If there is, I don't think we ran across the riddle. Maximilian Zeus. Maximilian Zeus, or Maxi Zeus, is interesting. In some versions, he's just basically, think Iron Man, but slightly more maniacal. Because he's got a lot of tech. Other times, he legitimately believes he is Zeus, the god of thunder.
Which, considering this is DC, which shares a universe with Wonder Woman...
So you're here at last.
Yeah,
Do you like what I've done with the place?
yeah.
My
I think he
babies
has
are
actually
growing
fought
back.
Zeus and
Come
failed.
and see.
Fighting a literal god. Yeah, good luck with that. Let me see if there's any... I know where Poison Ivy is, thanks. Alright, so we got those two. I should be able to get those now. No going up that way. Or do... Oh, no. I can go up here. Oh, 3 pods!
Stop it!
I don't think I will. Let's see.
Here's one that's very freaky. The 10-eyed man.
Ooh, that does sound
The
freaky.
reason being, he can actually see through optic nerves in his hands. In his
Ooh.
fingertips.
That sounds like... I actually don't know the name of the monster, but, the monster that Ophelia encounters in Pan's Labyrinth. The one that has the feast laid out and eats children.
Yes, very similar, but that has just 2 eyes and
More
palms.
food
It's
for my
each of
flat.
his fingertips has an optic nerve. So he can give himself full 360-degree
Every flash
vision
you kill
and
Batman just
semi-periscopic
makes me
vision.
angrier.
He also has... He's also, Secret Service training. He's got, he's got good soldier training. He's... Having to see out of your hands makes fighting kind of difficult.
Yeah?
Let's see.
They got nothing
Who's another one? I'll go ahead and talk about him. He's not exactly small time, but he's not the biggest villain. Hugo Strange. Professor Hugo Strange.
I believe there's actually a reference to him in the game, because I
I
think
think there is a reference to him in the game.
he's in the mansion,
but-
I think. I seem to recall there being a riddle about him, because it capitalized the S in Strange. So we may want to wait on that one.
That's very true. Who else?
Are you ready for me?
Kite Man.
Do you think you can handle me? I'm waiting in here. Come to me.
Oh, Ivy, so suggestive.
I mean, that's part of her gimmick. So if I go through... I may not be able to go through the vents to get into that room.
Oh, nope. There is a character I do want to talk about at length. Yes, Kupo. Ivy being Ivy.
Yes. Hi, Kupo!
But no,
I'm
Joe
just through here,
Chill.
waiting for you.
Joe Chill, I
Joe
happen
Ch-
to know, is a really big one.
He's extremely important because he is the killer of Batman's parents.
Now notice these guys.
I've got myself
They're
a
marked as
little
hostiles, but they don't look
security
hostile.
Batman. They'll just die if anything happens to me.
Oh no! They have contact lenses. That's a crime.
They also scuffed up the cowl. Nobody scuffs up the cowl. Let's see. See, I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't go through there because Ivy's blocking that off, so let's just go ahead and deal with her. Excuse me. Woo.
So Cadaver's interesting.
Go ahead and... You want to talk more about Joe Chill? If there's anything
Yeah, so
more?
let me go into a little more detail about Joe Chill.
Oh, hang
Joe
on.
Chill is, as stated, he is the person who... Oh, actually, no, I don't, because I want to talk about this boss fight.
I
won't let you destroy it, Batman.
I told you to go to your cell.
I was a fool. I thought the plants were in pain. Now I realize they were evolving, growing stronger.
Say hello to boss fight number 2.
This is the boss fight that everyone praises in the game.
And now we'll grow together.
It's so creative.
I remember Batarangs having a really big thing there.
It is batarangs and explosive gel.
You want to watch out for that, because that tells you where those thorn vines are going to be coming from.
And not only do they hurt, they also pin you in
I am
place.
stronger than you, little man.
Yeah, and you need to wait for her faceplate to open.
Thankfully, quick Batarangs do work for that.
You get about 3 batarangs in per round, I guess.
And now she's going to start doing... Oh, not yet quite. I think it's in the final phase where she starts doing 2 at once.
It's phase 2.
I guess I'm not in phase 2 yet.
No, So it's weird because this boss feels like it has 3 phases. It technically only has 2 phases. It's a little annoying.
Oh, I actually managed to dodge that somehow.
The hitbox of the vines is very weird.
I guess it's only like the front part of it that actually has a hitbox. But yeah, I'm not going to show it, but...
Caught like a bat in a trap.
Yep. Yeah. If you actually die to her, there's a unique death animation.
Yeah, we're not going to go over that because that would have to have us restart the fight, and that's just not happening.
Yeah. But it is unique. From what I remember, she drags you into the ground.
Yep. And then you become plant food. Yeah, this phase goes on for a while.
If this keeps up, I might actually be able to show it, whether I want to or not. Yeah, this is the part I was thinking of when she starts doing it twice. 2 at once.
Give in to a more powerful force, Batman.
I don't think so. Now, I believe explosive gel.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, Batman!
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
My babies will feast on you for days.
Now, here's the nice
Phase
thing.
2!
I believe the vines can actually hurt her dudes. Yeah, they can.
I need
Yes.
help here, boys.
Doing much better.
Yeah, this is part 2. This is the second half of the fight.
Okay. More dudes. Oh, you know what these plants kind of remind me of?
What?
Are you familiar with a story called Day of the Triffids?
Ah, yes. Yes, yeah, I think that's part of the inspiration for the design.
You cannot beat Mother Nature, but she can destroy you.
Interesting point of note, Ivy. You are not Mother Nature.
At least not yet.
So while I'm beating up on these guys, would you like to talk about Day of the Triffids?
Let's see how much I can remember.
I will crush you like the insect you are.
If I recall, like the basic synopsis is angry, like semi-sentient plants.
It's
They incubate
basically,
inside people.
basically, from what I recall, it's effectively a B movie with plants. The whole thing with it is that it starts off innocuously enough. There's like some new super seeds that get found because Triffids produce a really high quality oil that's used to solve like energy crises and stuff. But
Yeah.
they have a poisonous stinger and they have a propensity to aim for the target's face when they use it. But people have managed to successfully like get Triffids under control and like put them in greenhouses and stuff like that, and like there's a term for it where like you cut off the dangerous parts of the plant. I forget what the actual term is, but
No, not cultivate.
it's not cull either.
Save me from the evil bats.
Oh, he fell off the cliff.
They do that.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, dude. No. But basically what ends up happening is at some point there's I think it's like a solar eclipse or something, and it ends up blinding the entire population of Earth.
And I think it also awakens the Triffids.
Yeah.
And then they start eating people.
Yep. The only person who didn't lose their sight, kind of a Walking Dead situation, is a guy who actually went in before the eclipse for eye surgery and had his eyes bandaged up.
Yep. Oh, and that's the end of the fight.
Yep. I definitely could have done better, but not bad. Fight was fun, though.
No, it's been a long, hard night, but good news. The party's about to start. We've got something for everyone. Music, dancing, chemicals that create monsters. You don't want to miss it. So get your ass over to the sound room.
Honestly, so something I want to talk about specifically. The developers wanted to put in more boss fights to make more segments, but they legitimately ran out of time. So there was supposed to be a couple more boss fights against a couple more villains, but they couldn't implement them. So that's why we only have the Bane fight, the Ivy fight, and the final fight. Oh, god damn it.
So, the point of no return is when you go to the party. So this is our last real opportunity to go do collectathon stuff.
Hang on, Twitch is breaking.
Koopa, are you having any problems?
Probably not. It was me downloading things.
Ah. Okay. Ah, yes, we're in
Oh,
Arkham
right.
North. We can get this one now.
Yay!
Oh. Yeah, we can get this one now, since we have the line launcher. Wait, no, that's not it? Must be down below. Ah, yes, it's the one that needs the bat claw. Hello, Riddler Trophy.
Oh, the delay's better now.
Alright, let's look at the map. We need to go towards intensive treatment. It looks like everything around is going to be going towards intensive treatment. I actually want to go towards the direction of the Bat Cave, because there's a few we missed over there, and that'll take us over in that general area anyway.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, yeah, this is the end of the game. We'll finish the game tonight.
Hopefully.
Well, okay. So long as the final boss does not ruin you.
I seem to recall the final boss not being that impressive.
Impressive? No. Annoying? Yes. Oh, we also don't have all of the Chronicles of Arkham.
Yeah, like I said, collectathon. We're going to be looking for everything, basically. Or at least everything that the game will allow me to get. There may be some things I just straight up can't get until post-game.
I don't think there is a post.
There is. If you haven't collected everything, the game will let you back in so you can do so.
Oh, fun.
But I'm pretty sure you can get everything at this point as long as you don't go to the party.
Yeah, don't go into the party.
Ah, yeah, see, he's gonna make the jump to the Batcave again.
He's got it.
But that means we can come back here, so the ones that are over here are not lost.
It's interesting that this cutscene can be played again.
I wonder if it's gonna be the same. No.
Identity confirmed.
Oh? Well,
Disabling countermeasures.
okay, it's gonna let me
Security
inside.
deactivated.
Yeah, it's gonna let me inside, but it shouldn't play anything else. So now that we're in here, yeah, there's the stuff outside, because now we're technically in the sewers. So let's see what we can do. I love that ripple effect. Alright.
It is good, isn't it?
Alright, so we need to go this way, I think. In order to get to what we're missing. Yeah, we need to go over here. Okay, so there's apparently riddles out here.
Probably a Riddler trophy.
That'd be my guess, because I didn't pop up anything. Watch this, just... Oh, it's literally just there, sitting there. They're probably counting on that blending in with the ground, so you don't see it.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Okay, and there's another one off in that direction, which I'm probably gonna need the line launcher to get. It's... And then we can line launch. No, not line launch. We can just straight up glide. Ah, and we can line launch back. Yeah, now we're here, and okay, cool. So let's see. That's all those. There's a couple in the main sewer area. Okay, not too many left. Oh, can't go that way. Is it up? Ah. That's how I missed this. I just didn't bother to look at the platform when I got on it the first time.
But of course.
Alright, sewers! And you'll notice all the roots are now kind of like dead and burnt looking.
That's kind of what happens to roots.
Yep. I see you up there. Okay, there's one more in the, like, really long area, but then that should be everything down in the sewers. Yep, we got another one up top. It's like cave leeches in Deep Rock. They never expect you to look up.
How did you find that one?
I looked up. Let's see. Yeah, that's everything here in the caves. Or should be, anyway. Yep, very nice. So we can leave now. Let's head to... We could get into intensive treatment from here. I think there's still stuff in there, but let's take a look around the other parts of the island first. You know, Marek, I'm actually kind of hoping that we can get to the final boss today, because then that's going to make my my chosen stream title doubly funny.
Indeed, actually, considering what the final boss is.
Yep.
Spoilers, it's kind of a disappointment.
I mean, I already made mention of that.
Yeah, but we'll go into why it's a disappointment in a bit.
Yeah, this will take me to Arkham North. So that should get me out
Of course you didn't, Kupo. Who looks at titles?
Nobody reads video descriptions on YouTube. Why would you look at titles?
Also, at the behest of yesterday's stream, I have indeed purchased Forewarned.
Yay! Alright, let's see. Arkham North. There's one going towards Arkham E, or Arkham West. Let's go see what that one's about. No hostiles. Now, is this in... Should just be straight ahead. Any hostiles? Yes, there are. There's a bunch of them. Let's see. I think I know where this one is.
Oh, if this is where it is, yeah. See, they are listed as hostiles, but they won't actually fight you.
Oh, almost.
Because this is where the party is, correct?
We're going in that direction, yes.
Yeah, no, as long as you don't approach, you're fine.
I think it's as long as we don't go into the welcome center, we're fine.
Correct. Also, something extremely funny. If you are... when we get to it...
Okay. There's one more outside, which looks like it's in Arkham West, because I didn't see it in here. So, yeah, let's go this way. Monster sale. But anyway, yes, please, go on.
Let's see. What was I going to go on about? Oh, yeah, I do recall I did mention, so there are only the 3 boss fights, and really the only one they fully designed was the final boss fight and the boss fight with Ivy. The Bane boss fight wasn't even supposed to be in the game.
Really?
It was supposed to be completely different. It was supposed to better showcase Bane, but they couldn't because, again, they ran out of time. So all of the villains they wanted to showcase, they just couldn't. And it was really unfortunate because they were really excited to try to try and get everything to work properly.
Everything in Arkham North. Alright, intensive treatment's still missing a bunch of stuff. We gotta go into medical.
Let's see.
Caves. Arkham Mansion. The penitentiary's missing some stuff. Botanical Gardens. Okay. So, looking at the map, let's go to Arkham East and start with the mansion.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
No, I just cleared house, I'm gonna say.
Ah, okay.
I didn't even have cheese. Anyone who's been to any of these streams yet knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. Okay, got some crazies out here, but otherwise nothing too unusual. Clocked him. Nope, not close enough to home. Why are you going that way, buddy?
So weird.
Yeah. But anyway, we should be able to get into the mansion and finish this off now.
Anyways, let's go through some more of these builds. Again, Cadaver is basically, he's again very D-list. But no, Joe Chill, that's who I was talking about.
The man who killed the Waynes.
Joe Chill remained unnamed, actually, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It took a lot of fan begging. Like a lot of fan begging for him to finally be found by Batman. And he was the first villain for Batman to come just close to killing him.
I mean, good. At least in that particular instance, he would have had good reason.
But instead, what he does is he reveals his identity to him, and then leaves him to the other villains of Gotham. And the other villains of Gotham just beat the living daylights out of him, but they don't believe him. It's like he knows exactly who Bruce Wayne is. He knows Batman is Bruce Wayne, but none of the villains believe it.
Further down.
I think in one comic, Batman actually comes to Joe Chill on his deathbed and reveals who he is, and Joe's like, I know. I always knew.
Okay, we got an interview tape here real quick.
Asylum Interview 1. My experiment is underway. Working alone, I have created my ultimate fear gas. Its potency, a revelation. They're all over me! Please, Daddy. Don't do it! Good morning. I have pumped enough gas into the medical center to break 100 minds. It should only be a matter of time before... What? Give it up. Now! How are you still standing? How come it's not affecting you? Who says it's not? I knew it. What was it like? What have you seen? Officer Cash, get this formula to the air conditioning system now. You failed, Crane. Again. I've been working with Dr. Keller in creating an antidote to the toxins in your cologne. He fooled you, Crane. How does that make you feel? Threatened? Humiliated? Scared?
I think that's the only voice log where Batman himself appears. Yes, okay, so this one's got to do with...
Sorry, I muted myself. I actually responded to that. It is the coolest line.
Yep. There's 2 in here. Yeah, because we can get up this way.
Like,
Tell me this.
say what you will about Batman, but man, his one-liners.
Okay, so what we're looking for is somewhere in here. Oh no. Hold up. Yeah, our records show that a strange happening has occurred. I'm guessing we're looking for like a nameplate or something.
Yeah, but you're in the wrong room.
Oh, this was it.
Yeah, check your map again.
Hold on. What are we looking at?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, it's in here? Ah. Professor Hugo Strange. Now you finally get to talk about the guy.
Yes, Hugo Strange is an interesting character. He basically wants to prove that Batman is not as strong as he thinks he is mentally. And as it says, he does at some points want to take Batman's place. He wants to take over as the Dark Knight because he feels that he would do it better. There's a plot with him involving the second game.
I'm curious. Can I hack this? I can. I bet this turns off the floor.
More than likely.
Yes, it does. I do believe that is everything here, though. 20 teeth. Okay, we are missing 3 teeth. So, Now, unfortunately, teeth don't really show up on the map, so we're just gonna have to look. I do know they tend to congregate in open areas, though. So you can keep on talking about Hugo Strange while I look for the teeth.
Let's see. There have been times where he has impersonated Batman, which has been interesting. Other than that, he's a lot like Bane, but less physically powerful. He's just really, really intelligent.
Which is saying something, because Bane's already pretty smart.
Yeah, Bane is smart, but Hugo Strange has a degree. Like, well, okay, a degree? This man has multiple degrees. He is a world-renowned psychologist. But has been known to use his psychology to, instead of fixing people, break them. Up to and including trying to break the bat. But we all know how that turns out.
Sorry, Strange. Bane beat you to it.
Actually, Kupo, he has not gotten close. He has figured out that Batman is Bruce Wayne. Yes, he did that as well. He knows how much Batman relies on Jim Gordon, on the public's view of him, but he has figured out that Bruce Wayne is Batman, and he keeps that information to himself and holds that over his head. He will use that as a tool, but usually Batman finds a way to stop him, usually utilizing the insane amount of money he has to hire a double.
Oh, check this out. Something interesting here. This was the riddle where we found the character file on Ra's al Ghul, because he had, I think it was a hand sticking out. Notice he's gone
His
now.
foot, and it actually had a tag.
Yeah. Notice he's gone now.
Because that's the other thing about Ra's. The League of Assassins won't let him stay dead. They stole his body. Again. They like stealing bodies.
Hello. Ah. You do nothing of note. Alright.
But that's really about it with Strange. No real gadgets, no real other gimmicks. He's just very smart, very manipulative, and is obsessed with either destroying Batman or becoming him.
That's that. Okay.
Sometimes one, then the other. There was one time where
Hold up. Okay, that's the plants making that noise. I thought I heard chattering. Please continue.
There was one time, it was in, I forget which Batman animated series it was. It was one of the more recent-y ones. Zombie virus breaks out in Gotham, and Hugo Strange has the cure, but then decides to try to convince Batman that he's lost and breaks the cure, sacrificing himself. The episode didn't make a whole lot of sense. Hunting for teeth.
Be in here, would it? No, because this is so secret that nobody found it without the devs prompting. So there's no way they'd put the teeth in there.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't put anything necessary back there.
Alright, so let's see where we've been. We've been in the warden's office, we've been through here, we've been all in this area. They've got to be over here in the library somewhere.
Consider it's also so secret that there's not even an achievement tied to it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What about up? We haven't checked up.
It's locked. I need to find another way down.
Well, not up here. Yeah, let's go to the library next. Oh, hey, Cash is still here.
Fireworks, huh?
Yeah, Cash never leaves.
Let's go check the library then. That's the last real place they might be. No hostiles. any other D/F listers you want to talk about?
Let's go through the list again here. Let's see. Corrosive Man. Pretty self-explanatory.
I wonder what he does.
Here's one that I've never even heard of. Amygdala.
See, when I hear that name, I think Bloodborne, because that's a Bloodborne
Exactly.
monster.
But apparently he has no amygdala. Like, because the amygdala is actually a part of the human brain.
Mm-hmm.
Usually associated with controlling emotion. So he has superhuman strength and inhuman rage, and that's about it.
So he's a DC version of the Hulk.
Yeah, pretty much. Captain Fear.
Probably got replaced by Scarecrow.
He pirate.
I mean, with a name like that.
Tallyman.
Tallyman? Is that like the proto Victor Zaz?
No. He was a debt collector who killed other people for the debts they owed. Not great. Just killed people with guns.
So, typical mobster type.
Yeah, although visually kind of a mix between the Riddler and Penguin.
I'm not seeing any teeth.
Interesting.
I'm not hearing any teeth either, and we've been pretty much everywhere. The only place I can think is maybe like the main floor of the front entrance, because we came in from up. So
There's
maybe,
a very possibility.
maybe they're in there.
This one's actually semi-interesting. Cornelius Stirk.
Cornelius Stirk.
His how to describe this? Hang on. The message has been received. Oh, I see. That's just... Shut up, Facebook. But Cornelius Stirk is a serial killer, cannibal, with the psychic ability to change other people's perceptions of him.
That actually sounds somewhat interesting.
Yeah, so like he can change how people view him so that he appears as someone they trust, and then he kills them and eats their hearts.
Specifically their hearts. Nasty.
Yes. Excuse me.
Get down. Watch them be in here. No? Where are these teeth, man? We've been everywhere and I can't find them.
Catman. Like a really sad version of Kraven the Hunter.
Ah, wait a
If you know
second.
who that is.
No, I don't.
Okay. Long story short, he decided to live with a bunch of lions for a while. And he's just a really good hunter and considers Batman prey.
Hold up. I think it's the roots again.
The chattering teeth is usually a consistent sound.
Yeah. We have legit been everywhere. Where the hell are these teeth?
Thought I heard them for a second. They've got to be in like the main entrance. Don't.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't go anywhere. Okay.
It would help if the sound wasn't getting delayed for some reason.
Twitch.
Yeah, well, it's like the audio is delayed from the video.
Okay, we've already looked up here, but I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break. If you would like to talk about Batman villains while I'm gone, I'll be right back.
Gladly. So let's go over a couple more Batman villains. We have the Trigger Twins, which are hilarious. They are just they're a pair of twins who they dressed up as cowboys. Good shots. Not much else. Here's one I've never heard of. This is interesting. Obiaman. Let's see. He's just smart. Something voodoo-ish. Hmm. Oh, here's one that's kind of funny. Oh, good old Magpie. So the main thing with Magpie, she's a lot like Catwoman. She's a jewel thief, but she's also a serial killer and kleptomaniac, and specifically just likes shiny things. Shiny, shiny. So, like a magpie. Here's one that's finicky. KG Beast. Basically just a mercenary. Cybernetically enhanced super assassin. Yeah. He's just kind of run of the mill. Has worked under a couple other villains, but he's never really had his own story. See, Lockup is just a renegade cop. There's not really much else to say about most of the underrated villains, because most of the underrated villains, like D-list or below, got written out of existence. Multiple times.
Okay, I'm back.
You missed me talking about a couple more D-list villains. One of the ones that's vaguely interesting is Lockup. He's a disgruntled cop who disliked how the justice system was handling criminals, so he decided to put on his own vigilante suit and lock up criminals in his own way, which usually meant killing them.
Go on.
Basically, the only reason he went head-to-head with Batman is because he killed people and Batman doesn't.
Okay, so remember what I was saying earlier about some of the Riddler trophies about looking up?
Son of a gun!
There's the chattering.
What? You destroyed them all? But that's impossible!
There is literally no indication that this is up here unless you look in this one specific spot. But that's everything.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
What makes even less sense is that there's no visible way for people to get up there normally. Like, there's no staircases, no elevators, nothing. It's just there.
It is weird.
But yeah, that's it for the mansion. So now we can head to the botanical gardens. There shouldn't be much left in there either. Any other villains of note to talk about?
Not really.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's
oh, no, well, there is one.
go on.
It's technically an alternate Earth version of Batman known as Owlman. But Owlman and Batman, when they meet across universes, usually come butting heads, because Owlman is far more vicious, usually associated with versions of the Justice League who have gone full tyrants. Biggest differences is Owlman is a lot more heartless, like even more heartless than normal Batman. Like, Batman still has at least some amount of emotion to him and compassion. Owlman has none. Specifically, I forget the exact storyline. I think it might be Crisis on Infinite Earths. But he literally creates a bomb that he intends to plant on Earth Zero or Earth Prime and detonate, causing all realities to implode at once.
Because that would just work like that.
His reasoning was, since every Earth is altered decisions, no decision really matters because every decision has already been made. So the only decision that matters would be that one. Like, the only decision that matters is the decision on Earth Prime. That's the way he views that, and it's really bad.
Ah, dead end.
Like, it is just sad.
Definitely sounds like it. Okay, so what we're missing is in here, it looks like.
Looks like it's along the back wall?
Potentially. It's not down there. Yeah, there's the dead dude.
Poor dead guy.
Okay.
Poor Steve.
Rip, Steve. We hardly knew ye. Yeah, it's on this wall somewhere. Ah! I need to get up to a better vantage point. So anyway, if we're out of Batman topics to discuss, may I provide a segue?
Well, we've talked about Batman. We haven't really talked about many of his sidekicks.
Besides Robin, obviously.
Well, yeah. Well, and again, there's been multiple Robins. Let's kind of go over them in some amount of order, though. So we look at Jason Todd, who is one of the most famous. He was the most promising, and before the events of I forget exactly what the name. I believe it's A Death in the Family. Is what it's called. Before that event occurs, Batman was absolutely considering Jason Todd to be his successor should he die. Like, he considered Jason Todd to be the one who would replace him as Batman. But then, of course, you know, he died and then came back as Red Hood and all that.
No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to activate Detective Vision.
This area is falling apart. It's not safe to use the grapple.
Let's see. Then we have Tim Drake.
The old-fashioned way.
Tim Drake is, I believe, the second youngest to be Robin. I think he's still Batman's Robin. Damian becomes the Teen Titans Robin.
I guess I need to use the line launcher to get to that one.
You might. I don't know.
I'll try going around and
let's
see.
And then, so there's Tim Drake, there's Jason Todd, there's...
Dick Grayson?
Dick Grayson, who becomes Nightwing. The reason he becomes Nightwing is he is kind of a prompting between him and... Batman.
Yeah.
And also him and Barbara Gordon, because, hey, guess what? Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon are canonically dating. And, I think they have a son, whom I believe they named Bruce. I think they named him Bruce Grayson.
Hmm.
Or maybe they call him James Grayson after Barbara's father.
I mean, either way, he's being named after a father figure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Whether that be Papa Bat or Papa Cobb.
What?
Although I would probably name him after James, because let's face it, Batman's not the best father for the...
Okay, one more, and that's in the, that's in that Joker bomb room.
Yes, that's the one where we needed the triple bat claw.
Yep, and we can get that real easy once I get out of here.
Let's see. The only other real member of the Bat family that no one recognizes as the Bat family is Huntress. She mainly operates independently, but she is officially part of the Bat family. She's just kind of weird about it.
I can't say I've ever heard of her, but then again, I don't know much about comics.
Because she's more usually aligned with, I believe his name is The Question, who's an interesting hero in and of himself, but we'll see if I talk about him. You had a segue you wanted to do, though.
Yes. I read TV tropes in my spare time, and one of the tropes I read recently, which I thought was rather apropos considering what game we're playing here, is a trope by the name of Superman Stays Out of Gotham.
Oh, right. I wanted to talk about that. So, some people might read some of the comics, and especially some of the situations like what happens here or what happens in even the two other games, Arkham City or Arkham Knight, and are like, Batman has access to the entirety of the Justice League. Why doesn't he call for help? You know, why do none of the other heroes help?
In this game in particular, it's actually justified. Because if you remember very early on, Joker specifically says, if I see anybody in tights flying around, I will detonate the bombs. He was specifically referring to Superman.
Yes.
Okay,
but the other thing is not only are Batman's villains so deranged that they will do stuff like that, Batman does not like working outside of his circle.
Okay, just a second. We got a Chronicle of Arkham here.
I watched in silence as he brought in the woman. Her skin now a venomous green. The wanton creature no longer looked like a human being, much less a woman. The Bible says, "Suffer not a witch to live." Yet he has once again delivered this female atrocity to our care. Once I have dealt with the monster, I think it will be time to see if green wood does, in fact, burn.
That sounds an awful lot like poison ivy. But yes, please, continue your thought.
Sorry. I muted myself again for some reason.
Because you just do that. It's one of your quirks.
It is. So Batman has strictly stated to all of the other superheroes in the world that Gotham is his territory, and he will not accept help from them unless one of their villains enters his territory. And then, only then, will he briefly accept help via them employing tactics his city is not ready for. A specific storyline of this. The Joker and Lex Luthor meet up and swap cities for a couple days. Batman pretty easily handles Lex Luthor, but Superman has no idea how to handle the Joker. No idea.
I went the wrong way. I did, in fact, go the wrong way.
There are very few people who know how to handle the Joker because of how erratic he is. But yeah, it is a well-known thing, not even in narrative, just in common lore. Batman will not allow other people to interfere unless he specifically asks for help. Which, knowing Batman, is very rare because he doesn't believe he ever needs help, he just needs time.
Yep. And a lot of times, time is not something he has.
And yet he does it anyways.
Yep.
But yeah, that's basically the long and the short of that TV trope. Basically, the more specific is that I'm pretty sure Batman has specifically stated that if Superman enters Gotham...
No dying, please. No dying. Breathe, Marek, breathe.
If Superman enters Gotham airspace unbidden, Batman will not hesitate to put him down. The same has been said to the Flash, Wonder Woman, and many of the other heroes, although Green Arrow does not always follow this. Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, is always one to ignore Batman's rules because he's like, you're just human like me. You don't need fancy stuff to take me down, so you're not going to.
Alright, so I'm going to, again, ignore this for now. We're going to head to Arkham North. Of course, you know, there's also narrative reasons as to why he won't accept outside help, because for a lot of the more mundane villains that Batman fights, like, Superman could probably finish most of his stories in a fraction of the time. Let's see,
Yeah, like any of the super-powered villains, like Riddler, the Joker's meh, but Mad Hatter, Catwoman, Deadshot, like all of them are so easy for him to take care of simply because
he has powers, they don't.
Yeah, superpowers, their thing.
Let's head back in here and see what we're missing. Actually, wait a minute. No. I was thinking where Harley Quinn had the warden locked up. That was the penitentiary, wasn't it?
Correct.
So that's probably one of the last places we want to go to. So let's see. We're missing quite a few things in here. Let's see.
That is actually the last place you want to go is the penitentiary.
Oh, dude, we have so many missing things in here.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, the penitentiary is the last place you want to go. For Chronicles of Arkham reasons.
Yeah. I need to get in there. So the first one's going to be out in that direction. Any other interesting topics you'd like to discuss, Marek?
Suppose I could start talking about some of the bat suits.
Go on.
So, as one might expect, considering the similarities, Batman and Iron Man have very similar standings when it comes to suits for different occasions. Most notable in my brain are the suits that he has made for space and for fighting Atlanteans.
So space and water.
Specifically deep sea. Atlantis exists at the bottom of the ocean.
As it tends to do.
It's a reason why Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, has the kind of physical resilience Superman does. Being closer to the center of the Earth, it is stronger gravity because they are closer to the source of the gravity, and because of the pressure, their skin is extremely resilient. Also, because of the pressure and depth and strength.
Got an interview tape here.
He's crazy, you know.
Who? Batman?
No, Santa Claus. course, Batman. Always Batman. I've seen it in his eyes. Screaming mad stalkers. And dishonest. Hiding his face behind a fright mask. Well, no masks for me. I have nothing to hide. I laugh at the cruel absurdity of the world. But Batman, he's got them all fooled. He's made them think he can make a difference, that he can actually make things better. And the joke of it is, they all believe it.
The police?
The police, the media, the frickin' junior rangers. Every last sack of walking meat in this urban cesspool. Listen, sweets. Batman knows we're all on the same funhouse slide into madness. Why won't he admit it? He's up there in his belfry laughing at us. And the real gag is the miserable liar is allowed to run free while I'm in here.
That's really incisive.
Then you understand, don't you? You know why I do what I have to do. You know Gotham's only real savior is me.
Okay.
Yeah. This kind of shows the insight into why the Joker is so obsessed with Batman. The line between them is so very thin. God, I don't remember where this riddle is, or what this riddle is.
It wasn't something that popped up, so... Might be further down.
Yeah, that's the problem with this map, is it doesn't show any depth, really.
Yeah, if there's any verticality, you're not going to see it. Oh! That just leads back in here. Okay, so that did nothing.
I think that's the first time you get in there and you see the dudes with guns.
Yeah, that's what that is. Thanks, Cable, for just completely getting in my way. Over here, perhaps? Door's locked. That door's not. Though it says it's specifically like in here somewhere, so... Maybe down? Yeah, this looks plausible. In there, probably. Now, let's see, we got a guard helmet. Croc shock collar. God, can you imagine the kind of stress the people who have to refit those things on him have to go through?
Yeah, not great.
Oh, wait. That's a pylon that looks like a Chronicle of Arkham.
Yeah, very annoying.
So this goes to the sewer, so not here. I doubt it's that chair. You gotta look everywhere for these things.
Seriously.
Because according to this map, back that away, I should have been right on top of one. Ooh, hello! There's a grate here I haven't opened yet. Hello. What's this? Ah! Ooh, a big bombable wall.
I believe with a chronicle behind it.
Yep, let's get this one scanned.
Sitting in the darkness outside of his cell, I watched the crazed twitching, listened to the disgusting words that came from his mouth. How can I let a dirty animal like this live? He is the cancer I have sworn to protect the city from.
That could be any number of people. Oh, and there's another one. With mushrooms. Mushroom! Yeah, nothing here. So what we're looking for is further along.
Mushroom!
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 I forget what,
Enough about the bloody mushrooms!
that one.
We know it's a mushroom! We get it! Mushroom! Yes, Kupo, mushroom!
Is very funny.
It'd be over here somewhere. I should be right on top of it. Yeah, it's around in this area. Probably in one of the shafts, if I had to guess. Thing is, we can't really go any higher from that particular location. Okay, that's backtracking. Is this it? No.
Was it below you then?
It's gotta be.
How far down can you much to go?
I've been all up and down this thing. I can't go any higher. Unless it's like over there somewhere, but I'm not seeing any way to get any higher than this. And from what I'm seeing, it's like over there. Wait a minute. It's this one, I think. No? Wait, did I not just look at that again? Yeah, it's in the right sort of like general area. This has got to be like a Riddler trophy or something, because...
Probably.
Yeah, we've got a couple of trophies, a missing Chronicle of Arkham. Nothing's popped up as far as like a hint goes. So, going that way does nothing. Let me try going the other direction. Yeah, if I go over there, maybe that will lead me to something? Supposedly, it's over here somewhere. It's not that Chronicle of Arkham. Yeah, it's like somewhere in the middle between these two shafts.
Shaft.
Not that kind.
Well, not for me, at least.
I was talking about the bad mother shut your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, ooh, hang on. Oh, we've been here already. What's that one? Where is this damn trophy?
Be great if it's all the way on the bottom floor.
Probably is. Because we've looked everywhere and have seen no sign of it. Oh, wait, nope, here it is. Ah, need the bat claw for that one. And note, it's so high, I can't get back.
Interesting.
But now we know where it is, so... whoop. All right.
Bat hop.
Any further topics of discussion? Alright, so that's here. I need to go back to the top floor in order to get to the rest of the stuff. So, let's go. Also, I want to ask you a question about something you mentioned earlier.
Yeah?
When we were talking about the various Robins, you mentioned that Damian Wayne is the Teen Titans Robin. I was under the impression that that was Dick.
No, Dick Grayson is,
I know he's Nightwing.
Originally, in the show Teen Titans, like the original show, that's Dick Grayson. But the most recent Teen Titans, because Dick ends up having to go be Nightwing and has to leave Titans, they take on Damian, and the biggest problem with Damian is being raised by the League of Assassins. He's extremely distrusting.
I mean, distrust kind of runs in the Bat family.
It's,
Wrong way. Do I have to go down? Did I come all the way up here for nothing? Do I have to go back down?
Probably.
Yeah, transfer loop, it's down here. Yeah, it's this door. A top hat and tails is the only dress code for this party in the north. So that's going to be further down the hallway. Why don't we actually talk about the adventures of some of the other members of the Bat family, starting with Nightwing?
Well,
yeah, it all loops. Should be fine.
Do you need my help, Batman? Do you give up?
Nightwing primarily handles.
This.
Yes, where we get the actual scanning of.
Because we actually find quite a few of these when we first come through here, but at that point we haven't unlocked the Riddler stuff yet, so there was nothing we could do. But yes, Nightwing.
Um, trying to think. Well, other than being he is in charge of.
Sorry to interrupt again. We have another chronicle.
Curse me for a fool. How could I not see it until now? The monster had a confederate. I hid in the darkness near his cell and saw with my own eyes one of the doctors whispering to him. She looked at him through the transparent barrier with tenderness, with, dare I say, desire. My skin crawled with revulsion as she kissed the glass. Fighting the urge to dash the woman's head through the glass, I let her continue. The damnable clown might have shared secrets with her that would be useful once the mad dog has been executed. I'm sure the woman will reveal what she knows to me. If not willingly, then certainly under electronic persuasion. After that, a lobotomy, I think. Unfortunate for one so young. But her lust has put the reputation of Arkham at stake. Yes, a lobotomy. The very thing. There is no other way to ensure her silence in this regrettable matter.
That's a very glaring case of values dissonance, because I do know, as a sort of like of the time sort of thing, especially like early 20th century, before psychological health was more well known, women having mental issues were often treated with lobotomies just to get them to shut up, which was really, really poor treatment.
Yeah. Roundabouts the age of Amadeus Arkham would be how they handled that.
Yep.
But there's only one person that they could be talking about.
Yep, and she is not of Amadeus's Arkham's age.
So now comes the question. If who we're talking to is not Amadeus Arkham, or who is speaking is not Amadeus Arkham, who is it?
Oh, there's a ladder here. Well, let's get this first.
I got what you wanted.
You did? I mean, good. How did you smuggle it in? Actually, I don't want to know. So are you ready to stop that evil, murdering bat once and for all?
Of course I am. He needs to pay for what he's done to you.
Give it here then, quickly. Come on, Doc. We've got ourselves a bat to kill.
Doc's outputting. Say hello to your new and improved Harley Quinn.
Poor Harley.
So that's all of her interview tapes, and yeah, that's about right.
Yep. Okay, next we need to go this way. Let's see, what were we talking about before that?
Nothing really.
Nothing in here. There's a grate. Maybe I need to do this. Does this turn? Yes, it does. We can go this way. Oh yeah, we were talking about Damian and the Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, so initially when Damian joins the Teen Titans, he straight up doesn't trust anybody, And instead of doing plans to neutralize, he does actually create plans to kill.
No going in that way. Yeah, I'm sure Bat Dad's not happy about that.
Oh yeah, no, he's real unhappy. But eventually he does come around to at least vaguely trusting them. Not by very much, but it's at least better.
Even I was shocked when I saw how Maxi Zeus was treated. Okay, so Maxi Zeus does show
Oh
up here.
shoot, he is in this.
Probably the electric chair, if I had to guess.
It's a room adjacent to the electric chair. There's also a grate up top.
Riddle me this.
There it is.
I believe it's one of the side doors that we needed the explosive gel for.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this is Maxi Zeus's room.
Here he is.
Yeah, he's real crazy. He has at points made devices that gave him thunder powers.
Hmm.
Oh, there is, speaking of religious nutbags in Batman, there is a one-time villain who is not very well known, but really, really interesting in the way he does things. Deacon Blackfire.
That sounds like an actually really cool name.
So, Deacon Blackfire is, as he is a deacon, he is a religious leader who basically believes that only him and his followers can cleanse Gotham because the corruption runs so deep that the hearts must be cut out of its people to save them.
Where would you find my home sweet home? One of the first things we could have potentially seen.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to reload Twitch.
Oh, is Twitch being stupid?
Serious delay. Like, we were talking multiple seconds of audio delay.
That is pretty bad. It's looking pretty decent on my end. Anything
Well,
of
it's back
import?
to normal finally.
Anything of import in here? No. Yeah, that's the last of it. Intensive treatment done, so we can just leave. I guess this is just a shortcut back. Yeah, this is just a shortcut. So, yeah, we can just straight up leave. So, are we out of topics?
Out of serious ones.
I mean, who says Batman's got to be 100% serious all the time?
You know, thinking about it, there is...
What's up?
Why is my brain failing? Oh, there's the that time when Batman belittled and insulted Robin and slapped him.
That's used as a meme. I remember that.
It's extremely serious though. Like the actual scene, Batman's basically losing his shit. Just pissed off constantly. Mostly at the incompetence of Robin messing up all of his things. Other than that, there's just really not a lot. Like we've gone over all of the notable villains so far. Bombs!
Yep. I jumped off of that as quick as I could. Let's see. Ah, that's where I need to go. I needed a good vantage point. There we go. I'm pretty sure had we done that during the Predator sequence, which we almost did, the guards would have heard the explosion going off.
Yeah, they hear the explosion and they'll go to investigate.
Here's upper intensive treatment, maintenance access. We just need to climb out of here and we'll be good.
And, wow, yeah, we didn't get to the final boss.
Yeah, no. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, we're about 2 hours, so... Depends on how many more things we have. Ah, there we go. Come on, Batman. You can do it.
Stop getting stuck.
Alright, so... What's next on the list? I think the next on the list is going to be medical. Let's see. Intensive treatment, medical, caves, Arkham Mansion, Penitentiary, Chemical Garden, Arkham West, Arkham East. Yeah, it's medical. Let's see, land here. Quickest way to get to medical is going to be going this way. So what do you think? Should we go to medical and then call it, or do you want to try and go all the way through? It's 100.
Okay, there's 3 minutes left.
It's 100% your call. We can go over if you want.
Nah, I'd say we'll call it for now. I do still have next Wednesday off, and I should be fine. Wow, I'm very echoey.
Okay.
Let's do this a little better.
Okay, so the big issue is going to be getting to lower medical. Assuming...
Which I forget if you can get back to...
I mean, there's probably secrets down there that you can't get without certain tools. So, like, maybe at this point?
Also, you have to keep in mind that it's probably a case where some of those riddles you can't solve because you're in the middle of a scarecrow nightmare.
Yeah. All right, well, if you want to stop here, we can stop it here, so... Yes. Good place to stop. All right, folks, we'll continue from here next time. We're almost done. We just got to do the collectathon, and then it's on to the final challenge. So I'll see y'all next time. Later, everybody.